Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a hot topic right now, maybe because of all the memes or the brand new book in Riley's perspective, but you know what? I decided just for fun to go ahead and rewatch the first 3 movies. They were all consistently hilarious, and even though the quality dropped a bit in dog days, it was still just a fun time. Well, until this point, I'd never actually watched 2017's The Long Haul cause it straight up looked awful. I figured that now would be the perfect time to check it out since I watched every other Wimpy Kid movie and needed something else to fill the Greg Heffley void. What I can say is that those are 90 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. It was obvious that The Long Haul wasn't well received by audiences, especially with a rating like this. Oh, that's trash. But who knows? Sometimes even so bad it's good movies are entertaining, and with the Wimpy Kid name tagged onto it, this had a chance. Turns out my line of thinking was completely wrong though, because The Long Haul was an absolute disaster. It's all about the Heffley family going on a road trip to hopefully bond together, and no electronics are allowed. Greg instead wants to use this opportunity to head to a video game convention and play with his favorite Let's Player, and a lot of other things happen, but we'll talk about that boring stuff as the video continues. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room, how the entire main cast was changed. While it's understandable to see this because some of the original actors were too old, these new actors just had no idea what they were doing. I mean, they're probably fine people in real life, but their portrayal of the Heffley family from the books? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Greg is like your typical middle child protagonist who gets unlucky. The parents are both devoid of any real emotions, manias, whatever. But don't get me started on Roderick. How can the iconic, lovable drummer be turned into this?
This is totally not cool.
Honestly, some people from the original cast could have very much kept to their roles, like Roderick or the parents. Then again, even those guys wouldn't be able to save a terrible script. The Long Haul's new cast begins to reveal one of the biggest problems about the movie, the fact that it's so generic. Aside from some of the animated scenes, it doesn't deserve the name Wimpy Kid. You could actually just change the names of every character in The Long Haul and it would be your standard family road trip gone wrong movie. All 3 of the previous entries were unique in that they properly set up the world and you could actually connect with the characters. You actually felt like you were in the Wimpy Kid universe. But here, that just doesn't happen and nothing feels too special. Even Greg himself stares into my soul when he talks to me. No real facial expressions, just a blank stare devoid of anything. If you thought the bland new cast and generic story were the only problems here, then you're wrong, but I really wish that was it. One of the things that's most apparent from the first few minutes of the movie is that it's just unfunny. That's probably a mixture of the vastly differing script than the first 3 movies, along with the actors being unsure of how to portray the original Wimpy Kid characters. An example of a joke is Greg having to pee on the road trip so badly that he uses bottles. You guys, wow, comedy gold. The movie relies way too much on disgusting jokes. You know the ones. Farting, peeing, pooping, all of the above happens and it's really hard to get through. During The Long Haul, one thing different from the first 3 movies is that it tries to be extremely rad. Apps like Snapchat and Facebook are name dropped constantly without any real reason, and a diaper incident led Greg to be memed online.
It gets worse! Now I'm a meme! Diaper hands dunks.
Yeah, they literally call it a meme and there's a white text too, further proving that this was every member on the crew. The year 2012 called, they want their memes back. Of course, there are a ton of smaller problems with this disaster of a movie, like no chemistry among the new cast members, surprisingly awful CGI, an entire minute-long scene of the Heffley singing, and completely unrealistic things happening. The cherry on top is when they finally get to their destination of Mima's house for her 90th birthday. You'd think that with all this build-up, they spend some time there and maybe learn a lesson or two, but nope. A few minutes pass by and the Heffleys begin their long journey home with nothing of value gained from the road trip experience. The Long Haul has one good thing going for it, and that's the 2D animated segments. All the budget must have gone into those because everything else is so bad. I wanted to like this movie. The original 3 were quality, but this just shouldn't exist for so many reasons. What would be really cool is if we get an entirely animated Wimpy Kid film based on a different book. But until that happens, we have to deal with trash like this, and my time was completely wasted.
Greg Heffley, diaper hands! Greg Heffley, diaper hands! Greg Heffley, diaper hands!
I just want to forget everything about this. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.